This is day. I don't even know anymore. If anyone finds this recording, it means I'm still trying to keep track of something, anything, before this silence swallows everything. The world as it was is gone. The cities are hollow. The air tastes like dust, and the night never feels safe. I don't know who's out there listening, or if anyone even is, but maybe these words will outlast me. Maybe they'll mean something to someone. This is my diary, my proof that I was here.
The fog hung so thick, it felt alive, curling around broken floors and destroyed walls. I'd been wandering for hours along the suspended walkways that connected the last floating ruins above the dead city. Most of the levels had collapsed long ago, leaving only hollow steel frames dangling in the mist like rib cages of a fallen giant. This structure, a fragment of a building still clinging to its supports, 4 floors at most, half the facade had crumbled away, but a faint glow seeped from within. Not electric light. It seems like someone set up a fire. The lowest level was strange. Once a bustling market, judging by the rusting stalls and scattered crates. The remains of a broken crane leaned against the side, frozen mid-swing, like it had been trying to hoist supplies up before. Near the marketplace, I found a peculiar elevator shaft. It's made of stone, with some weird, glowing green stones embedded into it, like some ancient technology. The machinery still hummed faintly, powered by something deeper inside the structure. I climbed. On the 2nd floor, tucked into the steel skeleton, I passed by cracked power generators sitting inside an open room. Their boinking lights, faint but stubborn, running on to what little wind the turbine above still managed to catch. Scattered among the floors were small, egg-shaped houses, solid shells fused into the ruins, each with multiple round windows staring into the fog. Their doors hung open. Interior's paints were almost washed out, revealing its base finish. Surprisingly, the things inside it was pretty organized, like someone was still living in here. Inside, the air was strangely still. The place felt almost preserved. On the 3rd floor, I found remnants of a home, chairs placed beside a round table, an oven already prepared like someone just left it here, shelves filled with food supplies, and jars filled with clean water. A room opened to me with a makeshift bed stuffed with cushion material, soft as hay, surprisingly warm against my skin. Oddly enough, It looked like part of an old roller coaster cart had been dragged up here and repurposed into a frame. A painting leaned against the easel. Faces that stirred something in me. Familiar, as if I'd already met them somewhere before. The fog had slipped into the room, but here it was warm, safe. I set down my pack and lit the stove. For the first time in weeks, I ate by firelight, cocooned in silence above the ruined world. When the wind howled through the steel bones of the structure, the cushion beneath me cradled me gently, keeping the cold away. I almost felt grateful to the unknown souls who once built this fragile refuge in the sky. Then I noticed the 4th floor, a patch of green barely visible from all these ruins and fog. I climbed up and found a small greenhouse clinging to the rooftop. It doesn't have walls, but it is intact enough to house the plants. Blooming plant hanging on the supports, leafy plants struggling but alive. The soft hum of the wind turbines spun above, feeding power into the bones of this place, keeping it breathing. For a fleeting moment, I felt as though this ruin wasn't abandoned. It was waiting. But then, between the howls of the wind, I heard something else. A shuffle, soft, heavy. I adjusted my sight, straining against the blur, and on the far end of the ruin, something stood. An entity, waiting. The fog outside thickened, making it harder and harder to understand what shape I was staring at. My breath caught in my throat, every instinct screaming to look away, but I couldn't. The silence pressed down like a weight, and then, without warning, a voice.
Low, rasping, and impossibly close, rushed through the mist and straight into my ears.
You found my floor! Don't leave me again!
Hey guys, Tanje here, and today I will teach you how to sync this basic syncing dip syncing dip syncing tutorial though. This is not super detailed, but I will teach you how this works because not everyone is familiar with this kind of builds. this is deep sunken from the surface. So yeah. Okay, so when you get the replica ID, this is how it will look like. Don't panic when you see like, where's the build? Like, there's nothing here. It's below the buildable area. So yeah, we sunk this build so that we can get the fog effect, just like my previous one. This one, the Science of Canopy build, it is also sunken. So yeah. Yeah, first off, I will teach you how to pull this build up, just in case you wanted to edit something. First, I will turn on the snap to grid just so this box will be aligned when I pull this up. So yeah, if this one turns red because it is too high, you can just click the bottom of the platform, just like when you float something. Yeah, just click this and click confirm. Alright, so continue to pull these blocks up. Right. And the last one is the anchor of the build. Okay, so this is how it should look like. But wait, it should take the 3 blocks at the bottom first, because that is not included. Okay, so this is originally here, and this anchor is the anchor for all of this stuffs here. So all these things, I mean most of these things are attached to this one. They move together, right? So yeah, that's how the grid chaining works. Alright, so now I will teach you how to do the basic grid chaining. Like if you wanted to add stuffs on this build, we can do that. First, we will grab the landform here. Even the tiny one will do. If the one you will use is just small stuff, this will do. These crates, we will be put it here like this. I will hang it here in the what do you call this? It's a wooden crane. Okay, so we'll just pull this up, and yeah, sometimes the build is kind of too high like this because the limit is 30, right? 30, and you can't attach it here. So what you'll do here is remember this one, because this is 22 meters, right? You can lower it down temporarily so that it will like to 15, so that it will reach the crates. Now that it is lowered, you can now attach these crates onto the hook of the crane like this. Okay, like that one. Okay, now this is the grid chaining part. What you should remember is the snap to grid should always be on, and these two are off, because someone told me that it is easier to grid chain when these two are off. Alright, so what you will do is click the item, then I usually do this angle, like the top view, then hold it with your left mouse button, then go to the anchor until your cursor reaches the anchor, then release the mouse button, then confirm. So to check it, it did link, right? It linked, but it kind of moved. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens. So let's try again the correct way. You just have to place it and confirm. Then actually this will do it in this angle. Left mouse hold, then navigate to the anchor, then release, then confirm. Let's check. See, it didn't move. Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay, so next item is this what you call this? This bush, this vines, what's this? Tomatoes, oranges. I think this is tomatoes. Okay, so we will put it here. Hold on. This is placed right here just to add some overgrown plants over here that is just hanging. Okay, so when you're happy with the position, do the same thing. Click the item, hold left. Oops, it kinda moved a little, so that should be fine. Okay, so hold left to navigate to the anchor, then release, then confirm. Alright, so glad it didn't move to our desired place. Let's check if this one... Okay, it linked. Just to check everything, I do this, like, there's no stuff floating around, just to check that everything was linked. And another tip is when you have like when you have platforms like this one that could hold stuffs, only this platforms like this, it can hold items. You don't have to grid chain this because they can hold things like this. It is not floated. It is not chained. The base was chained, but these are just lying here. Alright, so yeah, and it is more free because you can move it without turning on the snap to grid. Okay, so the next is how to sync these buildings. Alright, so we will return this to 22. We will raise this up to 22 again. Okay, then okay. So when you're happy with your build, when it's done, what you will do is grab a three platforms here, and you can put it anywhere. I mean here. You can put it even below here or just a bit close to the anchor. And the trick is you will place this anchor at the top of this. Remember to turn on the snap to grid first, then put the anchor at the top of this 3 blocks. Alright, so when you're done placing this, click the multi-select mode. Then the important part is select first the topmost till the bottom. Alright, so then you will drag the bottom platform and put it on the subspace boulder. Okay, don't click anything yet. Just click cancel after you place it here. Then it is sunken. See this below here. And you can actually adjust it. Sometimes like this vine here or this leafy thing here is overlapping the build. You can adjust it here. Everything is linked here. See, it moves together with the platforms. So sometimes there are a lot of trial and error just to place this, because originally this is not the angle I started. It's like here, around here. It was aligned to the grid so that I can rotate easily, like this one easily rotate. It is aligned to the grid at first. So yeah, feel free to adjust it after you sunk it. And if you wanted to add stuff, you can just raise the build up. Alright. Oh, another advice. We have like a death plane, so going too low might kill you. Like, wait, hold on. So that thing I'm saying is, when you jump, you will die on that certain level. So don't go too low. And I actually tried to go a bit low, and the system didn't accept it. Like, it said that the furniture placement is invalid or something like that. So don't go too low. This is the lowest I can go. Because I'm just going for the fog. So I think the fog only reaches around the second level. There's no much fog on the third level. So yeah, you can experience more fog on the lower part. And yeah, if you want to try it, feel free to try and make simple small builds. It doesn't have to be this complicated. So have fun and enjoy building.
Let's go.